Okada versus Omega 4. Who walks out champion? Alexis Carrillo here, back with some more wrestling talk content on the Alexis Carrillo brand YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any wrestling talk content in the future. First and foremost, want to apologize for the outside noise that you can hear. Some explosions in the outside. They have some fireworks all over town, so yeah, nothing I can do right there. But the main topic is that this Saturday at Dominion, Kazuchika Okada puts his IWGP World Heavyweight Championship on the line versus Kenny Omega for the, well, not for the fourth time, but they will meet for the fourth time in their historic rivalry. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but if I remember correctly, their first match was at Wrestle Kingdom back in 2017, where Okada, rightfully so, defeated Omega in a hard-hitting matchup. Rave reviews all around. Then we had the rematch, I believe it was at Dominion last year, where they went the time limit draw, 60 minutes. And I don't know if it was late last year or earlier this year, when in the semifinals, I believe, Omega finally beat Okada in the G1 tournament. And I think, if I remember correctly, that's how he got this title shot for Dominion. Like I said, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't follow much of New Japan Pro Wrestling storylines, and I usually just check in for these big matches. And what a big match is this Okada versus Omega. Now, before we get into who's going to win and who's going to walk out the IWGP World Champion, I just got to say, it's going to be an extraordinary match. They have already given us 3 hard-hitting, heart-stopping matches in the past. I'm sure this will not disappoint. And as far as who will walk out with the gold, what many consider the most prestigious world championship in wrestling today, I'm gonna leave that prediction till the end of this video, but I've got 2 questions. Can Kenny Omega walk out IWGP World Champion? And will Kenny Omega walk out IWGP World Champion? Let's start with that first one. Can he walk out the champ? Certainly so. They've been building him up ever since before that Wrestle Kingdom match in the main event at the Tokyo Dome. They've been building him up. Everyone has been ready for quite some time to see the cleaner with the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. He's been positioned in a manner that if he were to win the title this Saturday in Japan, pretty much no one would have a problem with that. Now, the second question, will he walk out IWGP World Champion? That's a tricky question, simply because every single time in the past that we've thought Okada's gonna drop the title either to Omega or to Naito, he's gonna drop the title really soon. New Japan Pro Wrestling puts the brakes and tells us, Okada is our guy, and Okada will retain, and he has retained ever since. But what I do believe is that Kenny Omega will finally walk out IWGP World Champion, simply because, yes, he's already beaten Okada in the G1 Climax tournament in those semifinals, but at the end of the day, in the most important match where the title has been on the line, Kenny Omega has not been able to do so. He has not been able to do exactly that, beat Okada, and I believe it's finally time to establish Omega as a top IWGP guy. Thus, I believe that third time is going to be the charm. Omega, challenging for the world title for a third time, will finally walk out IWGP World Champion. Now, how should he do it? That all depends to New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm sure we won't have a double no contest in a no DQ match like we just had in WWE. And I'm sure that, New Japan Pro Wrestling doesn't really go a lot towards the heel route of interference. That's something I believe. What I do expect is a hard-hitting match, back and forth, near fall after near fall, a few rainmakers along the way, but hopefully it's a one-on-one babyface versus babyface match, clean finish, and at the end of the day, Okada presents the IWGP World Championship to Kenny Omega, ending Dominion on a happy note. That's what I believe. That's what I want to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen, but hey, that's just my take on this particular situation. That's just my prediction. But what I do want from you guys, from you, the listeners, is to leave a comment below. Who do you think walks out with the title? Do you think Kenny Omega finally beats Okada for the world title in the big one, in the big main event? Or do you think once again Okada retains the title like he has done so many times in the past? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's it for me. Till next time.